now we're going to look at, it says, now we're going to look at verses that pertain to stoning children and other people. Okay, we're going to look at Deuteronomy 21:18 through 21. She claims supports the stoning of innocent children. Okay. Deuteronomy 21:18. If a man has a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father, or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them. Okay. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him, bring him out to the elders of the city, and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of the city, This our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. Okay. We're not talking about a little kid. We're talking about an adult son that is rebellious, a drunkard, troublemaker. He's out there. He doesn't want to listen to his mother, doesn't want to listen to his father. They've chastened him. They've told him, they've chastised him. They've told him, hey, this isn't right. You need to stop. He doesn't care. He's causing problems. He's making the whole family look bad. All he cares about is himself. Okay, we're not talking about a little kid here. Okay, we're talking about an adult. It even says that he's a glutton and a drunkard. Okay, we don't get little kids that are, well, maybe today, but back then you didn't have little kids that were gluttons and drunkards. They didn't have enough food out there. Most families to be a glutton. Okay, so this is a man that's out on his own. He's a glutton. He's a drunkard. They've laid hold of him. They've taken him out to the city gates. Okay, and there they stone him. So we're going to look at another verse. She says refers to the stoning of children or others. Exodus 35:2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you a holy day, a Sabbath of rest for the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. Pretty simple. This is in Exodus. Okay, so you got to look at what we're looking at. It's a holy law. It's a holy day. You're supposed to not do anything. You're not even allowed to work in the tabernacle, according to this, on the Sabbath. And we know that on the Sabbath day that work was done in the tabernacle, but it says that no work shall be done. Everybody's supposed to rest, and Sabbath breakers were stoned. Okay. Is there a problem with this? And today, yeah. You know what? Because today we don't. The Sabbath was made for. The Sabbath wasn't made for man. Man was made for the Sabbath, or vice versa. Okay, let's forget that one. Okay, so is there a problem with it today? Yeah. Okay, you don't go to church, you're going to be stoned. Not going to happen. Okay, not everybody's Christian, not everybody's Jewish, so you're not going to. Unless you're looking at Sharia law over in Islamic countries. You're not going to be stoned to death for not going to church. Okay. Keeping the Sabbath day holy back then was very, very important. It was it was not only a law, it was part of their commitment to God. It was part of their covenant with God. The other people and other tribes and other countries and or even around them did all kinds of things on their holy days, and this is not what God wanted for his people. He wanted one day out of the 7 where they took the time to reflect on God, what God does for them, what God has provided for them. And just one day out of 7. 6 you can do what you want. One day this. Okay, and it was very serious if someone wasn't doing it. It's just like some Christians will say atheism kind of does the same thing. If you allow the unbridled I'm not going to even go there. So Exodus 35:2. 6 days shall work be done. On the 7th day there shall be to you a holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doth work therein shall be put to death. Pretty simple. It was a covenant law with God. The people of Israel were rescued by God and let out of Egypt. He has set up certain commandments for them to follow, certain Levitical laws that the priests have to follow, and now here's sabbatical law that says, look, it's the Sabbath, one day out of 6, where you just reflect on the glory of God. What's God done for the people of Israel? What has God provided? And that's it. When you have a Sabbath breaker, especially then, it's very serious, because one person does it, and then next thing you know, someone says, well, if he can do it and nothing's done about it, then why can't I do it?